another robbery, this time in Tema, resulting in the death of a Lebanese businessman who had just made a bank withdrawal. It follows a series of robbery attacks on Tuesday and many others within a space of 2 months, leading to the death of 2 people. Well, former National Security Advisor Brigadier General Joseph Nunu Mensah, retired, says the high rate of unemployment should be blamed for the increasing cases of armed robbery. So what's your own assessment? What do you think is accounting for the high rate of armed robbery in the country?
Unemployment can count here, but I would say that the policies that are made in the security sector, okay, so some are not favoring the police sector very well. Okay, so one, if people are unemployed, they will try to look for means or ways to live their life. Okay, now the second one is, now the policies that are made in the security sector, I don't know whether it is favoring the security sector or it does not. Okay.
Unemployment might be a factor, but I'm also looking at it from the perspective of the social media issues. Let's say of late we do have the slay queens and then slay kings. So these people are living fake lives, like they are not who they claim to be. But then if I don't have it, if mommy doesn't have it, if dad doesn't have it, what do? I just have to join a gang and then a group of people who go out there and then just do these things.
Everybody is striving to fend for themselves, so they thereby go into armed robbery and other social vices. And also, like, it depends on what they watch. Action movies and those stuff with guns and stuff, so they've taken it as a hobby. They want to practice and see how it works.
All right, so let's get on to Facebook. And Solomon Chumampo says, Nunu Mensah, what you're saying doesn't make sense. Robbers will continue to rob irrespective of unemployment. There are a lot of people without jobs, but they are not robbing nobody. You are the same person who said on it now national radio that if conditions in Ghana are too hard for the citizens, we should leave for a better place. Why are you not telling the robbers to leave Ghana for better opportunity elsewhere? Since you're blaming robberies on unemployment, we all understand that unemployment is a big problem. I'm not sure you quite get him. He was just saying what he thought. Okay, Godwin says, are you okay? You think robbery is a behavior? If those guys were to be employed, you think they could leave their job site to go and rob and in broad daylight? Okay.
Okay, so that's a reply to the first.
He's replying to it, but I mean, really, what the previous guy said, really, he hasn't said anything that's untoward. He thinks that if the people are employed, there'll be less robberies.
Yes.
Okay, and
he's not the only person who's making that.
Kukuvaden says there are government officials and political appointees earning huge monies, yet they keep stealing and robbing the state without guns. How about that, Godwin Kirkyoung? Let's move on. Kwesi Owusu Santibwatin says, how can unemployment fix bad behavior? When we tell parents to train their children well, what do we get? Is it not insult? Unemployment can never be blamed for armed robbery. Junk thoughts. Armed robbery is an inside job, and until the insiders are found, this will continue to be on the rise. The recent robbery isn't the only one. Robbers use guns to kill people. Where have those bullets and guns been traced to? It is not your house that was raided and ransacked, so you can blame unemployment. If we have people employed and they get money, you're supposed to fix how bad people are. Everybody seems to have a point here. The Mandan Clement says, that's what happens when you employ the services of hooligans to cause mayhem if you lose elections. God gave them the victory to save innocent souls. They in turn promised these crooks jobs, but are now busily filling their pockets. It could get worse.
Well, those are very interesting comments on Facebook. Now, Accra can't be dirty on its own because the ground never produces rubbish or bottles. It's the poor sanitation habits of persons living in that city that creates it. That's according to General Overseer of ICGC, Pastor Mensah Otabil. His assertion follows a recent report by the WHO, which ranked Accra as the most polluted city in the world. Now, Pastor Mensah Otabil says, and I quote, Accra is not dirty. It's the persons living in it that are dirty. Do you agree?
The city is dirty because the people have made it dirty. So now Accra is a dirty city. If someone comes here, let's say they take us all out, the person will come and meet a dirty place. I mean, the rubbish are existing. So yes, the city is a dirty place. And now the people in it are dirty because they are making the city dirty.
I perfectly agree with him that it is the people that has caused all this mess in Accra. Just recently on my way to GIJ here, I saw a gentleman in a nice flashy car. Do you know what he did? After eating, he just threw the thing away. I think as a rational human being, shouldn't be doing such a thing.
Accra is a beautiful place, but then we, the citizens, those of us living in the country, or those living in Accra, they are the ones making the place dirty. Sometimes you wake up and the various sanitation organizations will do their job by sweeping and cleaning the city. But then when people come back to work, by the time they leave, see that the whole place is dirty again. So he's right. It is we, the people living in Accra, who are making the place dirty.
I agree with him, because if the people don't make the filth, the city will not be filthy. So it's our behavior, it's our character, it's the kind of society we find ourselves in. And so if the people are able to change, are able to say, okay, we want to remain tidy, we want to be tidy, then the city is going to be tidy.
All right, so those are very interesting comments. Let's check out your comments on Facebook.
Abdul Ganiyu says it's very true. Even the world itself is not bad and dangerous, but those living in it are the bad and dangerous people. And Okwa Jan says, I totally disagree. Maybe because his church is sited close to the largest slum in Ghana and he's not doing anything to help, not even to clear the waste nearby. His church is not quite true. I know, I'm fully aware that he has tried very, very hard to get rid of that filth. Or the church has tried very hard to get rid of that filth. Mills Kofi Prince says, the pastor is talking sense. You're asking us to disagree or agree or disagree. My answer is both. Ghanaian media pioneer. Rama Blessing says, we never said our ancestors did, or tell us what we don't know. And Kwesi Mensah says, let me leave here quickly before they say my face looks like insult.
Very interesting there. Now, finally, let's talk about some interesting argument that has been going on for quite some time now. It's about love and money. Well, there are those who claim people who choose money over love are materialistic, while others claim love conquers all, adding that love can give you all the money you deserve. Okay, oh, if you say so. But what if you were offered a suitcase with $5 million inside and true love by the side to choose from? Which one would you go for?
I would prefer the suitcase full of $5 million right now, because I have some projects to work on, and true love, no, later.
I would go for true love. True love is forever. $5 million would get finished. Investments can fail, but then true love is true love. True love will not give a broken heart.
Love. Love is just love. Love is everything. Do you get it? It's everything you can think of. Once you have love, fine, money is equally important, but there are certain stuff love can do that money can't do for.
I'll go for the $5 million because money answers all things. So when I get the money, then I'm sure even other people, I'll be attracted to other people.
I'll pick $5 million. I think if you get that amount of money, the true love will come.
I'll go for $5 million because when you have money, all the girls will follow you. You'll get true love. So I don't need to get true love. I want the $5 million and the true love will come.
I totally disagree. If you want your 5 million, please keep it. Don't come and tell us you get true love, because you will never get it. You get fake love. I promise you that.
No, but I would want to find out, what is your understanding or definition of true love?
Oh, okay. True love.
Yeah.
But you haven't asked me which one I'll choose first.
No, but I'm asking.
Okay,
what is your definition?
For the sake of time, I'll show you after this. Let's check out the comments on
because
Facebook.
What would true love do for you?
What would true love do for you?
Yes.
It would do a lot.
Such as?
It would like put food on your table.
True love will put food on your table.
Put clothes on your body.
Let's get onto Facebook.
And those things. Let's check out.
Hajia Lami says, what is, Hajia says, what is true love? Divine Akoli says, true love died on the cross 2,000 years ago. Please, give me the suitcase. I love romantic walks to the bank. Isaac says, true love is a pure love where the person loves you the way you are. But 5 million will even attract armed robbers, slave queens, and even pepper them feminists. Alasan Ridwan says, the money is one stone for two birds. One stone for two birds. Take the money, the true love will follow.
It's not true.
I love you, you know, be more full.
It's not true.
If you love me, you go buy me Ferrari in Yemi Alade's voice.
All right, those are very interesting comments there, and that's our time will allow us. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Many thanks for your time.